Hello friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. So in the previous video, we have covered all the four important operations, that is CRUD operations, with the help of Java database connectivity. Now we have been using the statement to insert the update, delete data in JDBC, right? We were using the statement. But do you know there is a better and safer way? Instead of statement, we can use the prepared statement. So in this video, let's understand the difference between a statement and prepared statement with examples. We were using a statement, right? So statement was used to execute simple SQL queries. So we were creating a SQL query. So basically we were creating a string and then we were executing the queries with the help of the statement object that we have created. So what was the problem with statement? So query is compiled every time. So whenever we have a large code and whenever a query is getting compiled every time, so it will lead to a slower performance. Hard to insert dynamic values. So here we are hard coding the values, right? So if you want to insert the ID as 4 and name as ABC, as we have a table called employee, right? So here you could see, here we have a table called employee and these are the two columns, ID and name, and these are the different values we have. So if we want to insert the dynamic values, we cannot do that, right? So we need to change the query every time. And also the statements are not safe because they are eligible to SQL injection attacks. So they are prone to SQL injection attacks. So you will say why then we are using the statements. Basically statements are useful when the queries are fixed. So whenever you are sure that your query is not going to change, in that case you can go with statement. But always the prepared statements are suggested. So prepared statement is an advanced version of statement. Okay, so they are like an advanced version of the existing statement that we are using. So query is pre-compiled once, execution is faster in case of prepared statement. Also they support the placeholders. So what are the placeholders? So placeholders are basically a question mark that are used for the dynamic values. So prepared statement is a pre-compiled SQL statement that can be executed multiple times with different parameters. So in this case, the query values will not be fixed. Okay. It is more secure than a regular statement because it prevents SQL injection. Also, it is faster than the statement. Now, this is a theory about prepared statement. Now, let's see in the code how we can make use of prepared statement. So here we are trying to insert the data into the database. So we have followed all important steps that we need to do for JDBC. First, we need to import the package. Then we need to have the URL, username and password. Then we need to create a connection. Once we have created the connection, then we need to create a statement. Then we need to execute it. And then we are able to insert the data. Now let's first run this code. So we are getting the message one inserted. So basically I'm printing here the number of rows that are going to be inserted. So we are getting here one inserted. Check in the database also. So we are getting here 4 and the value as ABC. Now this we have done with the help of statement. Now we need to do it with the help of prepared statement. First thing will be our query is going to change. So how it's going to change? We don't need to pass the hard coded values here. So we were passing here two values, right? 4 and ABC. So instead of 4, I just need to pass here the question mark. So it will act as a placeholder. And instead of ABC also, I need to pass here question mark. So these are my two placeholders here. Okay. And now instead of statement, I need to make use of prepared statement. So I will say here prepared, prepared statement from java.sql. Okay. So this thing I need to do. And here instead of create statement, I need to say here prepare statement. So this is a method now, prepare statement. And here, as you could see, we need to pass the query variable also. So the variable that we have created is insert query. So I need to pass it here. So I need to say here insert query. After that, what change I need to do here? In the execute update now, there is no need to pass the query. Okay. Now you will say, can I run this code? Let's try to run this code. Okay. So if I run this code, what will be the output? Let's see that. So we are getting here an error. What does the error says? No value specified for parameter 1. As you could see, when we were using a statement, we were passing the values here 4 and ABC that we haven't passed. So how to do this? We need to pass the values, right, that we want to insert in the database. So we need to set the values now dynamically. So after creating a prepared statement. Here what we can do with the help of this stmt, the variable name that we have for prepared statement. Now let's change that also to, let it be stmt only, that's fine, any name you can say. So I will say here stmt dot, there is a method called set. So the first column that we have is id and its type is integer, so I need to say here set int because we are going to set the integer here, and here we need to pass two arguments. First is parameter index and the second is value. So parameter index is basically the column, so we are going to pass the first column, right, id, because the first column is id and second column is name, right? So first column is id, so I will provide its index 1, and I need to pass here id 5. So 5 id I need to pass. Another thing I need to say stmt dot set. Now I need to say here string because we need to pass the name. So parameter index is 2, that is the second column, and the value is, let's say, xyz. So these are my two values that I am going to insert into the database. Then I will say here stmt because stmt has now the values, right? The prepared statement object now have the two values, and then we are saying stmt dot execute update. Now let's see whether it works. So if I run this code, so we are getting here a message 1 inserted. Now let's check in the database. Select star from employee. See, we are able to insert the data with the help of prepared statement. Important thing here is you need to make use of set int and set string as per the columns that you have. So the first column was id and its type was integer, so I am using here set int. Also what you can do, you can accept the data from the user. So let's say what you can do here, instead of 5 here, let's create a variable here. So I will say one more variable here, int id. Okay, and the second variable I'm trying to create here is string name, and this I will pass here. So instead of 5 I will pass here id, and instead of xyz I will pass here name. Now I need to have the values for this id and name, right? So I will print a message here. So let's say scanner sc equal to new scanner. So new scanner, and here I will say system dot in, then I will print the message here sysout enter id. Once I have this message, I need to accept it inside a variable. So I've created a variable id, right? So I will store it inside it. id is equal to sc dot next int because we are expecting here the integer value. After accepting the id, I need to accept also the name. So I will say sysout and then enter name, and I need to have this inside a variable called name sc dot next. Okay, so here now what I have done, I am trying to accept the values from the user. So I'm not hard coding the values now. So if we are using the statement, I cannot do this, right? Because in the statement we don't have any placeholders, but in prepared statement we have the placeholders and we can accept them dynamically. Now let's run this code. So enter id. So I'm saying here 6 is my id. Okay, instead of next line, oh, I need to make use of next sc dot next. Okay, let's run this code again. Okay, I think we have inserted only the id because it's not accepted the name here. Let's check. Okay, right, so we are getting here empty name. So if I run this code again, let's see. Now I will enter the id as 7. Let's say name is code, and now we got the message inserted. Now let's check in the database. Yeah, see, we are able to insert it dynamically. So in real projects, developers mostly use the prepared statement for safety and performance.